In an era where eating has become almost mechanistic, speeding through meals as we rush from one task to another, the act of enjoying food has largely been lost. How often do you find yourself gulping down a meal, barely registering its taste or its journey to your stomach? This disconnect not only robs us of pleasure, but may well be leading us toward poorer health outcomes. In contrast, imagine each meal as a small celebration, a moment of deep connection with nature's bounty and your body's needs. As Michael Pollan famously suggests, eat food, not too much, mostly plants. This simple dictum beautifully encapsulates the essence of developing a holistic relationship with what we eat. Yet, the journey to achieve such simplicity is anything but simple. It requires mindfulness and understanding of our body's unique needs, and importantly, a release from the cycles of guilt and permission that so often frame our eating experiences. Mindful eating isn't merely a trendy catchphrase. It's a transformative approach that asks us to slow down and pay attention. It begins with observing the colors, smells, textures, and flavors of the food on our plates. This practice turns each meal into a sensory journey, enhancing the experience and our ability to appreciate the nuances of each bite. In essence, mindful eating aligns with the practice of mindfulness itself, being fully present in the moment. This includes setting aside distractions like screens or overly stimulating environments when eating. The benefits? Reduced overeating, improved digestion, and an enhanced relationship with food that goes beyond mere sustenance. Mindful eating also calls us to question the origin of our meals. Knowing that the vibrant salad greens on your plate were grown in a local, sustainable farm can foster a deeper appreciation and connection, making the meal not just food but a story of community and care. To eat mindfully is to listen keenly to your body. Understanding the cues for hunger and fullness is fundamental. It involves distinguishing between true physical hunger and emotional or head hunger, the desire to eat for reasons other than physiological need. This process requires tuning in to subtle bodily signals that are often overlooked in our fast-paced lives. For instance, a gentle awareness of how different foods affect energy levels and mood can be enlightening. Keeping a food journal might help in identifying patterns and sensitivities, which in turn can guide better food choices. A key aspect here is respect for the body's limits. Overeating is often a sign of eating absent-mindedly. By listening more intently, one can start to enjoy the quality rather than just the quantity of food, leading to physical satiety and emotional satisfaction. The concept of food guilt is prevalent in many societies, tied to complex constructs around body image, health ideals, and moralistic views of food. Overcoming this guilt is crucial for building a positive relationship with eating. One effective strategy is shifting perspective, viewing food as nourishment and a source of joy rather than just a calorie count. It's important to recognize that eating should not be stress-inducing, but rather an activity that supports well-being. Accepting that occasional indulgences are part of a balanced life can normalize them and remove their undue power. This shift also involves forgiving oneself for perceived slips and understanding that each meal offers a fresh start. This forgiveness can lead to a more compassionate and enjoyable eating experience, where food serves its functional and hedonic purposes. Finally, flexibility and awareness of one's emotional state when eating are vital. Not every day will be perfect, and our body's needs change over time and circumstance. Eating mindfully means allowing room for these fluctuations without judgment. It includes recognizing the role emotions play in eating habits and using strategies like mindful pause before meals to assess true needs, hunger, comfort, or perhaps emotional connection. By integrating these elements into our eating practices, we transition from rigid dietary frameworks to a more intuitive, joyful way of feeding ourselves. Such an approach not only improves physical health but enriches the soul by reconnecting us with the basic pleasures of eating and living.